YouTube, Smooth the Trucker. It's been 6 months, you guys. 6 months now working here for Gardner Trucking. And yeah, so I'm stoked about that. Woo! Got officially 6 months experience here now with Gardner. Clean, you know, no preventable accidents, so no tickets. So it's looking good so far. I haven't heard back, or I heard back from FedEx last week. In my last video I mentioned, you know, I sent in an application to V&G, owner-operator who has trucks leased onto FedEx hauling doubles for team driving. So, you know, I have an application pending with him. We've been working, you know, waiting a long time to hear back. It's been a lot of back and forth paperwork, but he called me. He said I probably gonna have the position. He's trying to find another driver to get cleared so that I can drive with another driver. So I think that's what's stalling it. But anyways, you know, haven't gotten that position yet. So I'm still working here with Gardner, and now I have over 6 months here with Gardner. So woo, got experience in. But anyways, you guys, this video is gonna be about breakdowns and bad winter driving. These last 3 weeks, you guys, unfortunately, it's been a lot of breakdowns and a lot of bad winter driving, to say the least. You know, we'll start with the bad winter driving. I had to chain up for the first time 3 weeks ago, you guys. January 20th, first time chaining up. You know, haven't thrown chains since over a year ago when I soloed out with Made Trucking last year, and that was a lot, you guys. You know, I had to put a chain, just one chain on my solo test, and you know, 3 weeks ago they made me throw all 6 chains, 4 on the drives and 2 on the back tandems. That was the chain laws on the I-5 going over the Siskiyous. So anyways, I learned the hard way, you guys. You know, if you have to chain up, you know, it's best just to probably wait it out. But you know, I'm like, what the heck, I've never chained up before. I kind of want experience doing it, so I decided to continue. I went up the Siskiyous. They made me, you know, pull off to the side of the road, had to veer off the road, put all the chains on, and you know, put your you know, your locks on, and just cruise up the mountain. So it was a lot, you guys. You know, I had to put all 6 chains on. It took me a while. It took probably about, you know, about 2 hours to put all 6 chains on, because I'm slow, you guys. I'm not experienced chainer. First time chaining. So anyways, I'm cruising up the mountain, and I realize, you know, when you have chains on, especially in bad winter weather driving and they have a road closure, never ever try to get off the road closure and take a side route, you guys. I learned the hard way 3 weeks ago. Never ever do that. If you run into a road closure, and even if you see a truck stop that's 3 miles away from the road closure, and you go on Google Maps and you can see a side route to get to the truck stop, do not get off the road. I learned that the hard way, you guys. 3 weeks ago, I'm cruising up the Siskiyous on the I-5. I'm 3 miles away from the Pilot in Weed, California, and there's road closure. They have all the semis stopped, and we're all stuck there. So I go on Google Maps just for fun to see if there's any other way to get to the truck stop. I see a side route. If you go off the 5, you take another street, go around. It's about 3 miles on this side route, and I can get to the Pilot Flying J in Weed, California. So what did my dumb self do? I go ahead and I get off the route, the I-5, and I'm taking the side route, you guys. I drive about 2 miles, and all of a sudden it's a huge incline, you guys, and the road turns from being really nice with good conditions to pure ice and snow. And I got to make it up this huge, steep, probably a 4 or 5% incline. It's ice. To keep in mind, it's ice, and I'm driving a semi, and I'm heavy, probably about over 70,000 pounds, this load I had. And you know, I make it halfway up the hill, and I'm sliding, you guys. I start sliding down the street, and I'm freaking out. You know, I throw on my trailer brakes, my tractor trailer brake. You know, thank God I stop, but I'm stuck, you guys. I can't get out. You know, even with my chains, you know, I'm just sliding. I can't make it up this hill. So I had to end up, you know, calling a tow truck. Luckily, nothing happened, you know. Luckily, the company was cool. I just had to get the tow truck out there to help me out. But learn the hard way, you guys. They have a road closure for a reason, especially when it's snowing and ice. Never get off the road closure. Just wait it out. You know, even if it takes all day, don't chance it. It's not worth risking your CDL license. I got lucky and nothing happened to me, but it could have been a lot worse. So I learned the hard way, never do that. A week after that, you guys, I'm going up to Colorado, and I go over the I-70 past Vail Pass. Same thing again. They have chain laws coming out of Denver, going over the I-70 Vail Pass, going up the mountain, chain up again, you know. And it was freezing. It was way more cold this time, chaining up, going over Vail Pass, because it was about 4 o'clock in the morning when I had to stop to chain up and get outside, and it was 15 degrees, and I only have one set of gloves, you guys, and had to put all 6 chains on again. It took me a little faster. I was able to do it about an hour and a half this time, get a little faster every time, because luckily I had to do it a week before, so I kind of had an idea of what to do this time. So anyways, I get out, put all 6 chains on, you know, well, actually put like 1 chain on at a time. Had to go back to the truck, you know, warm up my hands in the heater, and for about 10 minutes, get back and chain up the rest. It's freezing, you guys. I feel like my hands are getting frostbite. So anyways, I, you know, chain them all up, get over Vail Pass, and I make it. I make it over the top. I'm like, I'm in the clear. I'm on the way back. What happens to me when I make it over Vail Pass and I think I'm on the clear, making it all the way to California? It's going to be a smooth sail to Cali. I made it over Vail Pass Mountain. Nothing's going to happen, right? I'm going to make it right to Cali, be home for the weekend, you know, right? That's what I thought. Nope. I pull into Grand Junction, Colorado. The stop engine light comes on, you guys. And the check engine light and my regen light comes on. So I try, you know, shutting down the whole truck, regenning the truck, turn it back on, let it regen, and it doesn't fix the problem. The stop engine light is still on, and I can't go anywhere. So I had to call a tow truck again to tow me into the Freightliner in Grand Junction, Colorado. You know, they diagnosed the problem. Sure enough, I melted about 6 or 7 electrical lines. You know, so they have to order parts to fix that. So they have to fly me back home. Luckily, I made it back home, but they had to fly me back home. So I had to pay for Uber to Lyft and flight. I mean, luckily Gardner covered all that. They covered the flight. They reimburse you for any taxi services through Uber or Lyft. So that's nice. You know, Gardner does cover that. And you know, so that was the first breakdown. Second breakdown just happened a week ago, you guys. Another breakdown, literally a week and a half after I have that breakdown. You know, same truck happened again. You know, it was just you know, cruising down, and you know, the clutch went out. You know, I was up to Washington. I was going up to Washington through Olympia up to Kent, Washington, and I get off the freeway, and my whole clutch pretty much disintegrated on me. So get out, you know, luckily I could make it. I make it to the shipper, to the receiver, but I can't back in. My clutch is toast. It's like smoking, and there's no way I can back this trailer into the dock because the clutch is literally smoking, and it's gone. My clutch is gone. So I ended up having to get a tow back to the yard. They got to fix the truck. Luckily, I borrowed a spare truck to take the trailer back and deliver the load the next day while my truck was being fixed. And I get back, you know, to the yard. My truck got fixed 2 days ago. And now I drove from Kent, Washington back down to the Flying J in Lebec, California is where I'm currently at on a Sunday. So empty right now. You know, I had to deliver a load to Manteca. They didn't have a load from Manteca back to California because it was Sunday. So had to, you know, just deadhead from Manteca, California back to the Chino yard. It's about 250 miles. So that's where I'm at right now, you guys. long story short, after all that, it's been a very eventful last 3 weeks, to say the least. But you know, Gardner, it's okay. You know, it's had a lot of ups and downs. Honestly, I've been very unlucky. You know, it's the winter time, so you don't know when your truck is going to break down. I've been unfortunate. You know, I had 2 breakdowns and I had to chain up twice just in these last 3 weeks, you guys. So it's been a lot of very eventful last 3 weeks, to say the least. And you know, Gardner, it's been okay. You know, I will say it hasn't been quite as good as when I first started here. You know, I'll admit, I think what happened, you guys, is after I got hired on, about 3 months later, I had never mentioned this one in my videos yet, but Gardner got bought out by CRST. And ever since they got bought out by CRST, they've been finding ways to kind of gyp the drivers on their pay. You know, I got gypped over the holidays, and it just hasn't quite been quite the same, you know. Luckily, they've been a little bit better about it now. It hasn't been quite as bad. But still, you know, I know I can make a lot more money with a different company. So I got my 6 months experience in. I'm kind of actively looking for a new company to join. I'm hoping FedEx gets back to me as soon as possible, because I would love to be working for them, hauling doubles, driving team. They say $1,500 a week net, which is considerably amount more than I'm making right now here at Gardner, especially since they got bought out by CRST. So I'm keeping things real with you guys. You know, it's been a journey this last 3 weeks. You know, when it comes to the breakdown, chaining up, you know, not getting paid quite properly over the holidays. It's been a lot going on. You know, luckily I'm living a very frugal lifestyle, and I'm saving and investing almost all my income right now. So I'm still stashing quite a bit away. You know, I'm saving up for real estate. That's the goal, you know, saving up money to get a down payment on a house in real estate. You know, unfortunately, working right now for Gardner, my income isn't quite high enough per year where I think I could qualify for a loan to buy a house yet, which is what I really want to do. That's my goal. It's my #1 thing I'm working towards right now. So, but I know if I can get this job with FedEx, you know, making $1,500 a week, my income will be high enough where I can qualify for a loan to get a house. So that's my goal, you guys. I'm really hoping I get this position. So, you know, be thinking positive thoughts for Smooth the Trucker, because that's Smooth's biggest thing he's working on right now. So anyways, I'll wrap it up, you guys. I don't want to ramble on too long, but breakdowns and bad winter weather driving is what's been happening these last 3 weeks. And we're still waiting on FedEx to see what happens. Keep you guys posted. I'm hanging out today, you guys. I'm hanging out. You know, I got some buddies. I'm gonna take next weekend off. You know, I'm gonna call FedEx and see what's going on this week, and figure out from there. But that's all I got for today, you guys. Smooth the Trucker out for now. Woo!